Hey everybody, welcome back to the Breath of Fire 3 walkthrough. We have just arrived in Dragnir? Dragon Place? Dragon something? I don't know. Alright. So here we have, I believe, Horus. Is this fellow's name? We must celebrate. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's like par for the course. I mean, if I'm involved, there should always be feasts and celebration when I'm around. I mean, that's how I feel anyway. All right. Griol. Alright. Okay, well there's a shocker. Alright, so these are all brood members who gave up their power. Alright, so give up the power to hide from the Guardians. Makes sense, you know, they didn't want to get slaughtered. Because apparently that's what the Guardians did. Dragon Prince and Noble Companions. Okay. Alright. Okay, wow, so it's been foretold even. Give up their power like we have, or bury themselves deep, deep underground. Ah, okay. There's a little, maybe a little foreshadowing, I guess, huh? Them entered a deep sleep. Okay. So I guess I didn't really put this together, but okay, so they say that some of their brethren fell asleep, the ones that were deep, deep, you know, underground. So the Donna mine comes to mind after like conceiving a child. So okay, so I guess the main character is that child. And right behind this guy is Layden. He is the king of dragons. So actually, so you can see that stone. It looks like a dragon on the wall there. It's actually a master that you can get once you have all of the dragon genes. So that will be quite soon. We will be able to get him, and he's the final master, the last master that you can get in the game. All right, what do we have here? Skill Ink. What the heck was Ree doing up there? Haha, wonder how Gar feels right now. Being in a city surrounded by people who used to be his enemies? Yeah. Kinda be interesting, huh? Let's go try to cheer him up. Alright, let's do it up. Let's go cheer up that dude. Chop up some Raktas. I think that's how you say those, or that word. It's like a little Well, they're kind of like little camels, right? Like little mini camels or something. Oh, that's what they kind of look like to me. Right, where's Gar at? Ah, stop looking in here. We already rated this stuff. Do I have that bad of a memory? We literally just came from there. I guess I do. Prince of Dragons. Spur of the Brood, the front bush, our patient. Yeah, I'll say. I mean, yikes. But now's not the time for that. Okay. Nothing. Alright. So it looks like we have successfully raided all of the all the cupboards here. Alright, so Horus is actually blocking the path there. They're the ladder down, so you actually do have to find Gar here. Still a sworn enemy. I thought that this whole place was going to gonna go down a little differently. Reason for all the men and women in this village, trust me. Alright, so yeah, like I actually thought that yeah, so from what Gar is saying right now, he just said the war isn't over in the hearts and the minds of the people here. So I guess I thought that this, the whole or something was gonna go down a little bit differently here. Like I thought maybe the people would turn on the hero, but they don't. So maybe it's realistic to think we can. All right. Answers to our questions. You just plain think too much. I don't know if that's the case. Okay. So now that we have Gar in tow, Laden the Dragon God, now it's known as the God of Travelers. Save that game. Save it. Hurry up. We don't have all day. We don't have all day to be saving games. We got other things to do. Where am I going? I don't even know. I don't understand what I'm doing. Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna try to rest or something. Did I actually even need to? I kind of doubt it. But whatever. I guess we did anyway. I guess it's not such a bad thing to make sure we're prepared, I suppose. Alright, so here we can finally go down these, down this ladder. Doesn't matter who you take here. I guess maybe if I could redo this, I'd say maybe just make sure you take Gar and Nina instead first. and that should like eliminate one trip in here. So here you have this mural on the wall. Obviously, is the intro to the game there, where it looks like the hero is fighting, you know, the goddess. Ivory dice. So, you know, if you want to do a little leveling, go ahead, use those ivory dice up. I did not use very many at all. I think the only one I can even really remember using was the one way back in the Colosseum. Don't let him look fool. I'm a nice guy. He looks like a nice guy. I don't know. Come here, my son. It's an interesting choice of words. Do you think it's like his biological father? I doubt it, huh? Did you see the mural as you came in? Yeah, we did. History of our people's struggle. All right. So that looks like the people for the you know the heroes from Breath of Fire 1. Each age, a warrior appears among the brood with his allies. He carries on the struggle. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, looks like that's you know, Breath of Fire 1 cast right there to me, anyway. Against the evil that appears as a mortal, sometimes as a devil, an evil that is named Miria. Huh. The god of the Urkins. So there's a shocker. If you hadn't already seen that coming. Of course, it seems that the Urkins never refer to their god by their real name. That is interesting. Speaking of the Urkins, I want to talk to your friend, the Guardian. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's why I said bring Gar in here. And then you have to actually put him at the front of the party too, to initiate this. You decided to get rid of the brood. Didn't hold back at all. Honorable Elder One. One cannot allow himself to be blinded by hatred. Ah, yes. So he says what happened was fate. Basically, the war was fate, I guess. Okay. What do you mean? You're every bit as old as I am. Alright, so he doesn't really actually answer the question. Alright, so now he wants to see a pretty girl. Now I'm only gonna talk to the women. Alright. And that's why so that's why my other suggestion was to bring Nina in too. And I don't think, yeah, you can't swap out your characters in here, so that's the annoying thing. So now I had to walk all the way back. All the way back to the entrance and bring Nina back. So, interesting dialogue here. Basically the elder says that, until you start speaking the name of your god, i.e. Miria, and not just referring to the people as the brood or whatever, then no one will ever know what actually happened. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what they're trying to get at there. I mean, it did seem a little weird to, I shouldn't say that. So, instead of just calling her Miria, all the Urkins just call Miria God. And, like, I don't really know how actually important that is. I don't know. I guess maybe by just by calling her God, it's not actually accurate, or maybe the word God has a different connotation attached to it. So, I guess, yeah, that kind of makes sense. So, by trying to make her into kind of something that she's not, it's not real accurate, and thus the elder here is worried that, the truth, basically the truth will never come. Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. So that's why I brought Momo in here, and the elder does not want to speak to Momo. Awesome. Talk to you about the fate of the brood and of the goddess Miria. I'm listening, Grandpa. Alright, so the brood and Miria have always fought. Alright, so it's not exactly that simple. So yeah, he makes a good point, He basically, if Miria was going to destroy, or, was worried about, if Miria was going to destroy the world, then the brood was there to protect it. Well, the brood got wiped out, so, obviously the world wouldn't exist anymore if that was the case. So, yeah, so there, another kind of interesting point here was that, Jono says that, potentially the brood is, the danger, because they do have, the potential or the power to destroy the world. Oh, that's not exactly right either. This part's kind of funny. I want you to come up next to me. And give me a kiss. Awesome. Why do you ask me? Do whatever you want. Right. Okay. I don't know what happens if you pick the top. It probably is the same thing. I got my kiss, so now I got no regrets. Oh, this guy's awesome. Okay. Yeah, let's continue on here, buddy. It's time for me to do what I must. Okay. So, I guess what I'm getting at, okay, and this is where I run all the way to the entrance again just so that I can swap out party members for this. I don't know how I don't think I really needed to. I could have just beat it as is. I didn't. I'm guessing I swapped Ree in, just for the fact of, I've leveled him quite a bit more. But whatever. So basically, I guess the whole sum of this conversation so far is just that, the brood isn't necessarily good or evil. They had the power to destroy the world, but they didn't. I guess I always took it as kind of like, when you see at the very beginning of the main character's adulthood, when you're back in the mine with Gar, you fight the zombie dragon, who obviously was holding a grudge against the Guardians and whatnot. So, I guess what I always took away from this was that, the brood had basically the potential for good or evil. Just like, I guess, and you can kind of apply that to you know, people today. You know, there's always going to be good people and there's always going to be bad people, and you know, just because but the thing is, you know, like with where I see where Miria went wrong was that, yeah, just because some of them are bad and, you know, they had the potential to destroy the world doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't mean that it's right to do so, you know. So you know, I don't know, kind of an interesting little exchange, you know, back and forth. All right, what are we doing here? Trying to think of what this next fight's all about, and how I set my characters up. All right, so you're definitely gonna want, I would say, yeah. So that's perfect. So the magma armor and thunder. So you're gonna want to have some sort of fire protection as well as lightning, and if you have those two, this is gonna be a walk in the park. So that's why I have, obviously, the magma armor still on the main character, and if you've, you know, watched the other videos, yeah, I've basically have had this equipped since Mount Zublo, you know, basically since right when I got it. As you know, then the same thing, you can equip a set on Ree, and then thunder rings all around. I believe the thunder ring you actually obtain from the tidal caves, and then I copied them in the copy shop, the fairy copy shop. So I have, you know, I believe I equipped them all. But long story short, this guy does a lot of fire spells as well as Mjolnir, something like that. Which is a very devastating single target lightning attack. All right. So the power of the brood. So the brood, all these years here in me. All right. So the power of the brood was contained in the elder here. And he's ready to give you the power. Blood of my blood. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this fight. I don't think you can transform for this one. Goddess, we place magic words around the room. In other words, here you'll be unable to use. So, does that make sense, though? He gets to use the power of the brood, but I don't. I don't know. Does that make sense? I guess it doesn't really matter, because that's how it's going down. Whether it makes sense or not. Alright, so here we are. The Elder. You know, in my opinion, this is not a very difficult fight. I believe, what's he have here to steal? Dynamite? God, that's really lame. That is a really lame item. Oh well. Give me that give me that garbage drop. Alright. This is Sorako. I missed his cast. 0 damage. I think that was Sorako, but you know, don't I could have used Bone Break here. I should have. There's really no reason not to. Did I try to use Blind though? That's not gonna land. He has complete immunity to status. So again, you know, I don't know why I'm trying this. I guess for the heck of it, to waste a turn to get to the other side. I guess I forgot to mention that Weretiger is probably gonna be your hardest hitter in this fight. You know, just since you can't transform with the main character. So You know, hopefully you have influence on somebody, and if you haven't already, you know, before you come back down here, go grab it and go to town, cause Were Tiger is pretty OP. 39 damage. Wow, that's pretty rough. Oofda. I could have actually could have prepared maybe a little bit better for this fight. Although, so the other thing is, like, this guy is not, he doesn't have a weakness per se, you know, so you can't really exploit it, you know, or you can't exploit any of the elemental. Look at that, and that is why we equip Thundering. So, you know, if I wouldn't add a Thundering on Ree, you know, I don't know if that would have one-shot him or not. I kind of doubt it. He does have a ton of health. But you know, the problem with the Were Tiger is, you know, you can't control it at all. So once you're in that tiger form, you're at kind of the mercy of. I shouldn't even say that. You're you know, you just don't have the gear swapping options. So, you know, you're gonna $6.99. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, and the Elder uses bad back, which just wastes a turn. That's sad. Okay, so that's every third turn. Wow, could they have made this fight any easier? Okay, so every third turn, you know, he's gonna use bad back, so I guess that's your, you know, if you need to heal and stuff, that's when to do it. Max. Look at my main character is so weak. He does so little damage when he's not in a dragon form. And Reed just crushed him down. What, he hit for like 800 damage on that last turn? You've proven yourself to me. You mean Ree proved Were Tiger to you. That's basically what happened there. Alright, so he's going to give us the true power of the Brood. Very essence of that Brood. The power of infinity. Alright. Fate of the world's in your hands. Power which the goddess rightly fears. Alright, so that was the last. That's the last dragon gene. And so we'll have access to a really, well, I shouldn't say that. We already have access to a lot of great forms, but this one's really cool. Alright, do with it what you will. Aw. Many powers. The Infinity Gene. Alright, rock on. So that was the last one. That completes our gene. The gene pool. I don't know if that's appropriate phrase. The gene collection. There you go. It might be a little more accurate. Maybe I should have said we can throw the Infinity Gene into the gene pool. There you go. That sounds a little better. So you've obtained the power of affinity. Infinity. Alright. To the desert of death. That sounds lovely. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go there right now. Alright, so Horus is gonna teach us what's up about the desert of death. Horus will guide. Excuse me. Alright, so let's go avenge the Brood, I guess. Can you really avenge? Okay, well, I guess technically you can avenge the dead brood, but you can't really avenge these ones, right? Because they're still alive? I don't know. I think that's how avenging works, but you know what? These are just details. Okay, so I swapped Pico in because my goal was going to be to learn Layden's skills on Pico. So that is why I have brought him in here and up these steps. And as long as you have equipped all of the dragon genes, you will be able to get Layden as a master. Oh wow, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. Just super duper tired. Alright. You're Mike. Yeah, I am. That's me. What's up? What's happening, bro? Terrible. Do you seek my assistance? Yeah, we most definitely do. Seek your assistance there, buddy. Alright, let me see here. Dude. Alright. Pico. Alright, let's look at Mr. Layden here. Bum 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 bum. Doop. Farewell for now. Hey, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll catch you later. We'll be back. I can assure you of that. Okay. So Mr. Layden here. Power +2, defense +2, agility +1, intelligence +2, HP and AP -6. So you are not going to be getting any HP or AP gains. In essence. So I don't particularly like, he does have like great core stats, obviously, but I don't really like his negatives to HP and AP. So I don't typically level anyone else other than just to get the skills. And we'll talk a little bit about the skills that Layden can give you, because they are fantastic in the next video, because this is actually going to come to a close here. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, but hope you're enjoying the videos, and join me for more. All right, thanks for watching.